My name is Lauren Nogue. I've been tattooing for about 6 years and a half, and I've been tattooing at my own shop, Nogue Tattoos in DeLand. I feel like the love for the art, then definitely connecting with the client. And the third one will be the freedom, being able to just do what I want, schedule wise, environment wise. It's just like, I guess there was a lot of artistic things but growing up, but I don't really have a good memory of them. It started more as a like later. My father happened to learn how to tattoo before me in Brazil. We were from Brazil and he learned there, but he was a criminal lawyer. And then later on, I got into tattooing and we were hanging out and he's like, well, I can do that, right? And I'm like, well, you should do it. And then we happened to kind of start around the same time. I feel like we always find each other's path because back when I was in Brazil, I was in law school and he was a criminal lawyer. So we always been drawn to work together because we just get along and we just always figured out a way of like handle situations together. It's very comforting, very comforting. It's almost like I'm not just coming to a safe place because it's my place, but it's also my dad is right there if I need anything. My style is fine line, botanical, black work. The hardest part for me is that I could not find an apprenticeship. I've never went through an apprenticeship. I've learned it all just by tattooing. I'm not gonna even say I did fake skin because I went straight for my own legs and then friends and family members. And it was literally just doing a lot of wrong things and learning it on my own. So that was really hard until I got to a shop that didn't care, didn't had much experience, but being surrounded by other artists and just trying to watch them without having somebody actually holding my hand and telling me what to do. It was just me like being nosy. I ended up figuring it out. Ask my dad. Like I probably did way too many mistakes on his leg while I was trying to figure it out. I think when I put the needle on my first skin, which was my father's, I remember to this day, and he probably remembers too. As soon as I pulled the first line, he looked at me and he said, "So?" And I'm like, "What?" And he's like, "Is that what you want to do for the rest of your life?" And I was like, "Oh yeah." And from that moment, I knew I was gonna have my own shop. The whole family, everybody in my family just owned different businesses. I don't think there's nobody in Brazil that don't really own their own thing. So I grew up watching all of them opening their businesses, and I just had it with me that I was gonna do something. I just didn't know what until I found out tattooing. I went through this inspection and I was allowed to open my doors the next day. Opening, my biggest fear was not working out. I kept feeling like, what if this doesn't work? What if I bid more than I could chew? My fear was thinking if it doesn't work out, think about the other artists and everything else. And my parents kept saying, if it doesn't work out with everybody else, there's always you. It's going to be your space for you to tattoo. There's nothing that can go wrong with that. But I was scared of that. I was scared of not finding the right people. And now I did. So I'm very, very happy. It's an open floor, which I feel like it's like we're on each other's space. So we need to just feel comfortable to be able to be around each other. I was planning on opening my shop eventually, but one day I literally just took a different turn and drove by here and saw the available spot. So it wasn't planned at all. And when I told everybody I just signed the lease, we gotta make it happen, it was too fast. So everybody thought it was crazy. Yeah, I had a vision. I just had this dream, had this vision, and it just made it happen. I've been drawing a lot for my son. So I created a book that I draw for him. I call him Bugs, so Bugs book, and I just draw things for him. I have it in my head that eventually when he's older, I can just print a copy and have him color the book. I think it'll be fun. I don't know. I hope he'll try to do the same drawings or color the drawings, and I don't know. To think that I started when I was pregnant, so I think he's gonna potentially eventually see the meaning of the book that I've been putting together for him. Well, you can't have a good experience if you don't have a good artwork at all. But I feel like nowadays, definitely the experience has a big weight because you don't want a good tattoo and then sit down at a shop that you don't feel comfortable. You had a bad experience. So I don't think it's either one or the other one. I think they go together. I don't think it's possible to pick one between them both. I just truly can't believe it. I'm in this point in my life, and I hope I'm still here in 10 years from now. And I hope all the clients that walked in through the door are still coming as regulars because so far every single person I've tattooed came back And I just hope that it stays like that. My family. I used to work for myself. I used to think of the money for myself and the experiences for myself and wanting to open the shop for myself until it all changed with my son. And I feel like I'm doing it for him now. And he loves the shop. He will ask me almost every day to come to the shop. He's 3 and he's crazy about this place. So I can only imagine what this will be when he's older, thinking that that's his as well. And if he does get into art, which I really hope so, but I'll be okay if he doesn't. If he does get into art, it's his, you know. So that's what gets me going. Yeah, he will always have his share. I'll pick somebody else. I'm just kidding.